Hello Warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the next episode in what could have happened had there been a second Korean War. There's been a lot of changes on the Korean Peninsula between the last episode and this one, so before I get too deep into the mission, I want to make sure I go over some of the changes with you here in this briefing. Now you can see is how the lines were drawn in the last episode. There was a pretty big push along the eastern portions of the front. However, since then there's been a general offensive, and we've seen the South Korean and American forces really make significant gains on the Korean Peninsula, something that they hope to exploit here pretty soon. Now, I'm going to be right here at Icheon-up. This is a position that's close to some supplies which are very needed on the front. Remember, they're split right now, though, between the traditional hardline forces and also the reformists. Now, to take advantage of the situation, the 1st Marine Division is going to be landing behind the front here, and there's going to be a paradrop that's taking place right in my location that's going to be done by the 101st Airborne. So that puts us in a pretty bad position as the North Koreans, as you can see that the South Korean and American forces are going to try to encircle us pretty close to the front lines. And if that happens and we don't have a way to be able to break out from there, we're surrounded and the game is up. So we're on patrol right now. We don't know what's going on. We're actually headed right here to this vehicle. It's pretty rare to be able to find a vehicle with fuel right now that can transport people around, but this is going to take us back to the makeshift defensive position that we've got a little bit away from where we're at right now. Now, this is the position that we want to get to. You can see it is heavily defended. It is makeshift, so I'll try to do everything we can to be able to hold this position if there is an attack that comes this way. However, American planes are in the air loaded with paratroopers. They're set to drop at any moment. However, the North Koreans are completely unaware of this. The American and South Korean forces control the skies right now and have taken out a large portion of our radar installations, so this should catch us completely by surprise. Now, even though I know that this is going to happen, I don't know exactly when or where it is going to take place, so I am keeping my head on a swivel here, just trying to maintain a normal patrol presence as well as everybody else here in this group. Now, there's only, I want to say 9 of us here that are in this squad, so I'm going to have to work pretty closely with the AI if I want to try and come out of this in one piece. But I don't know if they've landed yet, so I'm looking to my left and to my right periodically just to see if I can spot them before they spot me. Now, I can also rely on the AI here too, just to be able to tell me when the enemy might be coming in. I guess that is one of the advantages of the AI when you're playing on their side, is they can spot anybody from anywhere. But I guess when you're going up against the AI, that's where it is a little bit more of a challenge here. Still nothing. All right. Oh, I was apparently the one that spotted it. Okay, so I'm spotting a fast mover, which means an aircraft. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it really is right on my position. You can see exactly how many parachutes that there are, too. We're heavily outnumbered. So our biggest hope here to get out of this situation is to make it to that vehicle as quickly as possible. So you can see we're not walking really anymore. I'm running, catching up with everybody else, and now we're all on the move together here, moving a little bit quicker. Now, depending on where they land, it might actually be advantageous that they're right above us, because that means we'd be able to open fire on them as they're dropping, and they're in a position where they can't fire back at me. So I might be able to thin some of their numbers as they jump in. They could have jumped at the wrong place at the wrong time, basically, here. Now, if they land a little bit farther away here, too, maybe that could be advantageous for me as well. I could set up at a decent defensive position, and I have a general idea where they're coming from. All right, so my guys have opened fire. I'm tempted to fire at them as well, but looking at the range that they're at, and remember, I'm using a weapon that only has iron sights, so it's not like I'm going to get an accurate shot or really a magnified view of what's going on either. So I feel like anything that I would fire would really end up being just a waste of ammunition, and I'm low on ammo, as you can see here when you kind of compare this to some of the other missions that I do. I've got 6 mags in addition to the one that's in my AK right now. So I do want to conserve the ammunition because that was just one plane that we ended up seeing. I know full well that there's going to be more of them that are out there dropping an entire division into this area. Okay, so you're going to have some of the trees. It looks like they're kind of moving away from our position. Maybe some of them are going to land in the open area right in front of us. No, it looks like they're all going to land in the trees. All right, but somebody like that here is well within my range. I can't tell if that guy's dead or wounded. Okay, so he moved. I figure that guy's still alive. Yeah, he's trying to patch himself up. There we go. I finally took him down. Now, am I going to get a good shot on anybody else? We're still moving here. Oh, there's somebody. I'm going to lay down here. Go prone. Try and fire at that guy. But from this position, I'm not able to get a good shot on him from here. I mean, they are at a pretty good range. They have the advantage, actually, because they have the better sights on the weapons. And as I move up here, too, they're going to be coming in on our location. All right, that guy's down, too. That person's hiding very well behind that tree. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him. All right, 1 mag down. Now, if we start seeing casualties from my side, then what I'll do is start taking some of the ammunition off of them. Gosh, again, I can't, like, stay prone, stabilize myself, and fire on this guy. So I may just have to try and do it without stabilizing myself. Somebody coming in from over there, too. Got to keep moving. See, there's the truck up ahead. Once we get in that, should be able to get on the move here. All right, let's go, guys. Oh, we lost the truck. All right, that means we've got some other forces that are around here, too, because I didn't see a rocket coming in from the direction of the trees where we're firing and engaging the American paratroopers. So I'm going to be looking behind me. I'm a little worried that that was the direction that it came from because there is an opening which they could have fired a rocket through or something like that to try and take it out. Alright, still see more going on in the trees. You know, I'll admit, it seems like we've actually got fire superiority here, considering it doesn't sound like we have as many Americans firing back at us as we're firing at them. So that might be why we're faring so well right here. Gosh, it's going to be hard to hit that guy who's running perpendicular to the way, or perpendicular, yeah, to the way that I'm firing. Ah, dang it. I think I wounded that guy at least. All right, there goes another mag. You can see how quickly I'm going through this. This isn't good. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing I turned around. We got a whole squad behind us here. I'm gonna have to engage them here as quick as I can. Take as many of them out as possible. I'm doing all right. Oh, he's not dead. I think I'm firing too high. Yep, this makes me fire a little bit lower here since I'm ranged at 350 meters, and they're obviously well closer to me than that. Ah, dang it, hitting the hill. I think he's trying to get away. All right, he's down. Was that it? Was that all of them? If that was the case, I deserve a medal for that one. Catching those guys there at the last possible second and taking a, I feel like, a majority of them down. Gosh, we could have gotten flanked really bad if it wasn't for turning around and checking. All right, we've got another person that's kind of up in the trees. I'm not going to be able to get a good shot on him. Looks like there's somebody else moving There he is. In the trees. I'm not going to be able to see too well with that bush there in the way. Oh, I might be able to hit this person. I think that might have been him going down. There's two more moving in the trees. Ooh, medic, you don't run in front of me like that. Still, I think we're doing pretty good. Sounds like we've still got a lot of fire going down range, which means we don't have a lot of our own guys who've been killed. Oh man, what was that? Okay, maybe I'll take some ammunition off of this grenadier. Ooh. Alright, so I'm one mag shy of first starting, so I feel a little bit better. Yeah, that's the only person I could spot who's been killed so far. Where are they? Oh, so two more over to the right. Get in position, go prone, try and take them out. Minus the AR here, I've been laying down a majority of the fire on these guys. Reloading out in the open. He's down. I feel like there was one other person that was off to the right. Yep, there he was. Got this guy out in the open too. I mean, there can't be many more of them left. I did not expect that this one squad was going to hold up so well against these paratroopers. Okay, he's walking. Come on. Alright, he's down. Now, things have gotten quiet. I don't think that there are any more soldiers at least around here, which means for us we're gonna have to get up and get on the move. Now, since we don't have that vehicle anymore to be able to transport us to that base that you saw just a little bit ago, one thing that we do have is between us and that position is a small town. It's got some of our forces in it. Now, I don't think that they have a way to transport us to the objective, but having extra reinforcements to be able to move there together is going to be helpful. You know, strength in numbers basically is the philosophy that I'm going with. So moving into the trees, not too far away from where you guys last saw, going up a hill and trying to get to that town, which is just over 500 meters away. Now, because we're in this forested area, I'm being really cautious about moving forward because I have a feeling that if there is anybody in these woods, they're going to see us before we see them, or at least before I see them, that's for sure. Now, looking down the hill, not spotting anything. There's a lot of trees, obviously, which can mask the movement of enemy forces around here. Now, I'm just one person away from the front, so if we do spot anybody... Oh, yep, there's some gunfire. It sounds like it's coming off over to the right. Coming from the right here. Looking for the tracers. There they are. Right in front of us. Alright, he's down there. 100 meters away, so again, I gotta aim low if I want to hit these guys. Another one down. Maybe it's just a fire team that we're going up against here. Too high. I'm actually going to move up to this tree here to get some more cover. Poke my head out. Oh, we lost another one. He would have waited just one more second before trying to engage him. Probably could have taken him out. But then I guess you could place it on me too. And if I would have reacted a second quicker, we would have had another one alive. Oh, and that was my machine gunner too. dang it. That's going to be a big loss. And unfortunately, in addition to him being killed, that's ammunition that I cannot use. I may not be able to use, actually. I probably should have tried to pick it up, but I don't think that this is going to support the 75-round drum. I could totally be wrong. I'm just so used to playing like the Milsim or something like that, you know, where you've got like your 249. Can't use that 100-round belt and all the weapons. Anyway, big priority now is trying to get up here to this town. Now, you can hear the fire that's going on in the background, which means that the Americans who have parachuted in here are now engaging the friendly forces in the town. So we'll have to assess the situation and see if we should join in the fight or if we should just circumvent this town altogether. I mean, we want to do everything we can to be able to help out our forces, but if it's a lost cause, we can't sacrifice ourselves for something unless we know there's going to be a positive outcome for it. Okay, so I'm moving up closer to the town. Everybody else in my squad still farther behind me. It looks like the Americans are coming down from the woods towards the town. They're out in the open. Maybe able to get some rounds on them here and engage them from a distance. That may be the best hope that we've got to be able to lend support. Now, because of the distance that we have here too, might very well, if things start getting pretty bad and we lose everybody in the town, we might just be able to pull back into the trees behind us to get out of their sights and then get around the town. Now again, with just iron sights, it's so tough to hit them. I think I'm going to commit. I'm going to move up here to the town. Being out in the open like this is making me really nervous. I've got zero cover. So I'm trying to move as quickly as I can over to these houses. But my stamina is really low. So I guess I've gone instead from trying to move there as quickly as I can to try and stay low and hopefully avoid the enemy from focusing on me. Alright, my guys seem to be holding up here okay. Yep, the paratroopers, they're falling. Again, fire superiority from us at a time I wouldn't have expected it. We probably do outnumber them now. And again, things go quiet. Now, I can't imagine that that's going to be the only assault that the Americans are going to put on this town. This position might very well be a very strategic point for them, or at least a rally point here. So these guys who are in the town are going to remain here to try and hold this position. Me and what's left of my squad here are going to try and push on to that position that you saw earlier. But again, I just want to hold here in case we see another assault by the Americans. Now, I've waited for quite a while. Nothing happened. So again, we're on the move. Now, I think there's only 4 of us left. We lost a couple of our guys in that initial attack when the paratroopers came in. We lost a few more in that surprise attack in the woods where we came in contact with that one fire team. So we've got 400 meters to our next objective. Again, I'm worried heading into these trees and we spot some more guys. Crap, 100 meters, they're up close. Alright, I'm going to try and see if I can spot where these guys are. I mean, I've got a target that I can fire at, but I can't really see anything with all these trees in the way. Oh, there he is. I missed. Okay, I don't know if he's still moving that direction. It's so tough because those targets, they could be spot on or they could be way off when they're behind cover. Like, it anticipates how fast that they would be moving if they stay going in a straight line, but a lot of times when you're engaging AI, they're going to stop, take cover at some point to be able to engage you. I mean, they basically bound from one position to the next, when they're under fire. So that target is good up to a certain point. And so I just kind of ignore it when it's moving unless I've got a clear view of the enemy. I was trying to flank them. Things have gone quiet. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, I'm not going to try and engage however many of them are left. I mean, honestly, the guys who are in the town are going to have to take care of this themselves. Because it's obvious the Americans are trying to come their way, flank them. What would be the American left and the town's right. Okay, if I could stay on this side of the hill, I should be all right. So I'm going to move fast to get out of here as quickly as possible.
8, report in. Over.
Yeah, they're both dead.
4, sit rep. He's hit.
Okay, so I'm all alone now.
We lost one.
Now, it means I can move a lot faster. I don't have to worry about bounding or anything like that, but also I'm solely reliant on myself to be able to spot where enemies might be, find the best way to move, and oh, we've got a Humvee up front. That's got to be like an officer or something like that. Well, I've got an RPG. I might as well put it to use. I'm going to readjust here in just a little bit. It's less than 160 meters out. I'm aimed for 200. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't think I can change. I'm just going to have to guess with this one. Yeah, nobody's coming up over the hill. I should be good to fire at these guys. Look through. Aim it a little bit lower than where I would normally go, just because of the range on it. I'm gonna fire. Now that was short, but I took out the 3 Americans. Now I'll go to take out the vehicle here. Aim a little higher. That one was spot on. Humvee's down. Okay. Now I know I might need that, but honestly, it's about movement right now, and all it was doing was weighing me down. So I've got plenty of ammunition in my rifle. I don't have my RPG anymore. And I guess by setting off that Humvee, I've probably alerted the Americans to where I am. And if I don't get out of here quickly, there could be a whole patrol that's coming my way. Now I've got to cut up here once I get to this next waypoint up this hill. Now this hill leads to a position that's wide open, or to an area that's wide open. But if I can get through that wide open area, I can get to that defensive position. And I don't have to necessarily get into the position to be safe. I at least need to be within visual range of it, because then if there's people following me, well, then I can rely on those in the defensive position to engage them. I might just lay down and let the guys in the base there to kind of take care of whatever might be behind me. Oh, see some movement on the top of that hill. Okay, there's one person on patrol. Actually, it looks like there's 2. Now, they are moving away from me right now. That's not to say they don't turn around here in just a little bit, but it's a risk. I might be able to just move in behind them right now, avoid them altogether, and get out of this safely. I mean, even me against a fire team, I don't feel too confident about how well that I would hold up. I mean, if it was reversed, maybe, you know, if I was going up against 4 North Koreans as an American, because Americans have body armor, I don't. So one shot could very easily kill me, which is another reason why I'm actually very impressed that I'm still alive right now. All right, I'm out in the open, haven't taken any shots whatsoever, which means I should be able to get to this defensive position, no problem at all. Now, I lost my squad. That's terrible, but at least I'm safe. And this is where I'm going to have to hold up here as we expect that there's going to be an assault by the Americans on this position, and we'll have to try and hold out. But that's going to be it here for this episode. More of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you have not already. You can follow me on Facebook at War is Hell Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at _War is Hell. And there's also the Patreon, which helps out this channel immensely with every donation. So please consider donating there if you can. War is hell, but you don't have to worry, because war fighters, I've got your 6.